It's crucial that we have this one element fixed or the boat will 100% sink. And that, my friends, is power. The issue is the generator currently is non-operational, and it's been that way for decades. We need a way to power the batteries. Most importantly, we have to have a way to power the bilge pumps. The wood boat is gonna leak. Not only that, but if we hit something, we've got to be able to bilge that water out and not die on the Mississippi River. We have to have power, and the way we're gonna do that is honestly freaking awesome. We are building an off-grid solar system for the boat. But it's still not gonna be easy. We gotta get these all the way up onto the roof, way up there. We got 4 of them. We got no experience. I've got all the components, I think, to make it work, but we've never done this before. Also, it's a pretty expensive endeavor to do a solar system like this, off-grid solar panel. And if we damage anything, we're just gonna add more cost to our already over budget and overpriced $1 wooden houseboat. So come on, come along. So let's get to work. We got the solar panels. We got a bunch of the solar equipment in the truck over there. We got a young Padawan with us today. How you doing, Zach?
I'm good. I'm good. Happy to be here.
Excited to work on some solar?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, brought you because you're so experienced at this, right?
Totally.
Yeah, yeah.
I know what I'm doing, totally.
Right, yeah. No, neither one of us has ever touched a solar panel. Quite literally, so. But the boat is coming along. We are so excited to get working on this and get solar going. We might even have lights by tonight. What do you think, Zach?
I hope so.
Lights by tonight?
I think we will.
Yeah. And the other cool thing is Hunter doesn't know that we're putting this up. He'll be here tomorrow, and we'll surprise him with a working solar system, right?
Yeah.
Or a burnt down boat, one of the two. So here we go. Let's get to work. All right, so we got most of the solar components up here. We got the solar panels right here as well. But we got to get them up on the roof. So we'll be on and off this thing all day. So we figured our best solution for this would be to build a ladder. So we started getting the pieces, all our scrap 2x4s laying around. And we're just gonna build it right into the wall, permanent. I mean, we'll be on and off in duck season, getting boats off of it and on it, and and you know, just odding things up on the roof. So it's gonna be perfect to have a permanent ladder right here going up to the top. What do you think?
It'll be nice.
Words of wisdom from young Padawan. All right, Zach, do you trust it? Do you trust our quickly slapped together, super wide steps? Those are actually way wider than, like, we should probably get another one when we get a chance and just make it a little.
What do you mean?
I mean,
those waders on it will be nice.
I mean, sure. I'm just saying it's like pretty wide.
That's okay.
All right, go for it. Test her out. Oh, well, your foot missed that step, huh?
Easy. That's a far step for sure.
But yeah, easy enough. Now, the true question will be if it's easy enough to get back down.
You can jump.
You think that support's holding us up real good?
Oh, I wouldn't step up.
All right, next up, we got to get these solar panels up there. Say hello to our plane friend again. But we got to get them up on the roof. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in for today's video. We got the solar installed. We got power. No, we don't. Okay, we got them in place though. We just realized, hey, do you mind lifting one of these up for me? We just realized And we kind of knew. We knew that there's brackets on here. I guess I remembered them that there's some way to access the brackets from the exterior, but I guess there's probably prefab brackets that you connect and then they stick out and then you drill those down. So we don't have that. I suggested we just drill a hole right here and then take a wood screw, angle those two up and put a 2x4 under it. We'll anchor the 2x4 to the rubber roof and then caulk the crap out of it so it doesn't leak all around the 2x4 and where you put the wood screw in. Zach said, let's look on YouTube first.
That sounds like a ghetto way of doing that.
It is.
Coming from Mr. Walmart.
From a ghetto boat to a sweet solar system. But yeah, okay, we got to figure out. We got to figure out the plan. The whole plan here is to get power without adding any more cost, Zach, or minimal.
How's that work for you?
Well, you're trying to add more, I can just tell.
What do you mean I'm trying to add
more? I mean, because you're not paying for it. You don't care. If you were paying for it, you'd just already be done with the idea, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Probably.
Probably would have been fire a little long time.
Work as well as you hoped?
Yeah, it's functional. That's what matters.
Right, yep. That's our key word. We should have a picture of the boat with a t-shirt that says functional. It doesn't say cool, awesome, it just says functional.
It works.
All right, Zach, we're back at your favorite store.
Yeah, that's right.
Not a trip working at the boat without going to Menards at least 2 or 3 times per weekend.
Probably more.
The cart is empty though, so we'll see how much we fill her up. But are we gonna get this done today? Off to a slow start.
Yes.
We will get it done?
Like 9 hours left.
That's true. Yep, so let's keep at it.
Done.
So anyways, we just sat down for some lunch. We are $200 in deeper than we started, about 3 hours in, and so far we've carried the stuff upstairs.
We got a ladder.
We built the ladder and put the stuff on the roof, and some of the stuff's still in the bow. So we've not got very far. So, but we still have 7 hours or so of daylight. So we might get her done yet.
We'll get her done.
How confident are you?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
Yeah.
That's pretty confident.
I know it's getting done today. I bet we'll have lights.
All right, so we're back on the roof. Got the solar panels laid out. The way we got to do it, we're laying these boards down because all the trusses inside the house go like this, parallel to one another. And we want to lay the boards this way for our wiring because we got to do in parallel and then in series. So that way we can have all the wire come into the middle, going that way, and then head back down to the boat. If we do it the other way, then we have to do them like this, and we don't have enough wire with what I got from the solar. So we're turning them around 90 degrees, lay them on the 2x4s, take the 2x4s into the joists, there we go. And then we got brackets right here. And the brackets will go on the bottom. Our homemade brackets will go on the bottom of the solar panels, and then that gets tacked down to the 2x4s, and bam, everything's cinched down. Like it?
It'll work.
It'll work. Here we go. All right, we got all the boards tacked down. Zach's making the brackets. And then from there, we'll be able to put those brackets on the panels and the panels on the boards. They will start wiring, then it'll start getting real.
Start coming together.
Oh yeah. But we got a little bit of a race of time. It's supposed to rain at 4 and then rain for like 2 days straight. We're here for, 3.5 days. It's supposed to pretty much rain when it starts at 4 for the rest of the time, like 5 inches. So that's gonna cause some hurdles. But we need to race that wind rain so we can be inside with the panels connected by the time it starts raining, because it'll be a mess if we're up here in the rain. I had this so set nice for you, man.
Oh, is that right? Good.
All right, show them how it works, Zach. Guys, this is probably one of the most riveting videos I've ever seen. Get it?
I get it.
Because it's a riveting video. You get it?
Look at that. Perfect.
Man, it's real riveting stuff.
I'm just not even gonna respond.
That's no fun for the viewers, you jerk. All right, well, we got a little bit of issue here. We got Bull in the China shop just drilled a hole into the back of the panel.
Come on, Jordan. What are you doing?
Come on, Zach. Look at that. What do you have to say for yourself, man?
I guess I'm not finesse enough.
How are you gonna feel if it doesn't work? So how are you gonna feel if we don't have a fourth one to put up here?
Well, we can still mount it.
We'll still mount it. And just you don't know how they work, right? You gotta run them in parallel and in a series, or it doesn't work.
Oh.
The whole system's built off of having this amount of electricity.
So you can't just run through.
No, you can't just run through.
It'll work. It'll work.
Okay, so we are going to hope and pray that Zach didn't just break one of our panels.
It's fine.
And in the meantime, I hope he finds it in his heart to say I'm sorry.
It's fine.
All right, moment of truth here. We're gonna test it out, see if Zach broke it.
I put one hole in it. You put two in it.
I did not put two in it.
Yeah, it works.
Okay, still works.
You see that?
All right. Padawan's punishment almost went down to like 0 days, but we'll let you stay.
It just might be a little less efficient, but it works.
Like 90, probably 95% still efficient. So yeah,
We're good.
we're good. Has anyone ever told you that you're a caulky guy, Zach?
I don't even know what that means.
I mean, just look at those caulky hands. Well, mission not accomplished. The roof is slippery, it's raining, and we don't have the panels done. So yeah, it's real slick. So we're gonna be super careful, slow movements, right, Zach?
Yeah, that's right.
Neither one of us falling off this. Slow movements, stay low, and let's get these panels attached, connected, drilled through there. Yeah, we'll be off here in no time, right? All right, we have components everywhere strewn out. We've been figuring out I got a diagram from the people over there at the solar company. Just let me show you. So here's what we got. We got our panels up here. This is the front of the boat. Look how, I mean, this is just dirty work today. But anyways, front of the boat, we got our panels in parallel on the left side. What is that, port side? And we got them on the right side, which is the opposite of port. But
Starboard.
Starboard. We got the Star Wars side of the boat over here. And so anyways, there they are in parallel and then in series. So from here, we got to connect the negatives and the positives together and go to our junction box. Here's our junction box. Now the problem is, typical, we should have laid out and figured this out before we attached everything. We thought we'd have enough cable. Well, I'm pretty sure we do not have enough cable to get our positives to the middle for the junction box. They got to go and, I can't remember what these connections were called. But they got to go in those connections, and then the positive cable's got to come out and the negative's going to come out the other one. So we got these long extension ones, and we got these short extension ones, and we got up there. Anyways, so we're hoping it does. We're going to go check. But then we got from here, we got our PV wire that's going to go all the way down to our 60 fuse in our fuse box. And then to the charge controller. We have on the negative side is going to come all around to the charge controller. And then from the charge controller, it goes back up, going to the battery. We got our 100 amp. Is that what they're called? 100 amp.
Yeah. 100 amp fuse, 60 amp fuse.
So we got our 100 amp fuse in there, and then that comes back around to our battery bank. We got one battery. We actually got 4 6-volt. These are used RV 6 volts, and so they have twice the capacity of a 12 volt. And we'll have to run those in series as well to get them to 12 volt because it's a 12 volt system. We got our inverter and our charge controller. So we actually had a lot of back and forth. We ended up having to go with a 100 amp charge controller, and because of that, we have 360 watt solar panels. And so anyways, the math comes out, that's 1440 when you combine them all, and with the amperage. It comes down to is a 72 volt system. Then we got to convert that to 12 volt. And when you convert your 12 volt, your 10 amps goes back up to 120 because you got a conversion rate of 6 on that, from 72 to 12, from 10 to, what was that, 10 to, no, it's 20. Yeah, 20 conversion rate of 6. So your amperage goes back up to 120. They said that they'll never be more than 80% efficient, so we need at least 100 amp charge controller. So follow all that math there.
You lost me at charge controller.
I lost it, charge controller. So anyways, we've been doing a lot of learning on the solar end, so hopefully we can get it all together. Right now, our biggest hurdle is, well, we don't have the right, I don't think we have the right length of cable. So let's check her out. All right, mission accomplished. Honestly, it feels pretty darn good to have that done. So, got the 4 solar panels all connected. We got the brackets. We got them wired. We got them in parallel, in series, I believe. I think so. And then it goes down to the junction box, and then we got the cables running down inside. So that feels pretty good to have it that far. We're gonna keep on churning. All right, so we're to the point in the day, man. It just feels like we're spinning our wheels a little bit. We're both pooped. We got rained on. We got dirty. Now we come in here and we're trying to figure out how to hook the electric. Although we got it through the ceiling and we got it down into the hall or the bilge, and yeah, so that's good. But now it's trying to figure out. We want it by the old battery bank, and let me just show you. But we want it down by the old battery bank. There's some wood rod over there. And so we're trying to figure out where we can attach it and the panels and everything else. So I can move back from there a little bit. So yeah, so that's where the old battery bank is. That's where the charger's at and everything. Or not the charger, the batteries for the engine. But yeah, we're trying to rig up the rest of everything else right there. What do you think? Can we put a board by that tank on that board right there? No, on the, to your right. See that piece of wood? Just put it, yeah, if we just put a piece of plywood on there flat and attach it all to that, shouldn't we be good?
Yeah, as long as their screws don't go into that.
Okay. So we got a game plan at least. We're trying to muster the last of our strength. It's supposed to just start downpouring, and we're supposed to get rained on for the whole weekend, like 4 inches. So we're trying to knock this out and get done with it. So stay tuned.
All right, so here is the solar fully set up. So Hunter got ants in his pants and finished setting this up while I think me and Zach were caulking. I don't remember, but he was supposedly down here working on the motor. Next thing we know, he's finished hooked up the solar. He had to jimmy rig it a little bit because, well, they didn't send us the right amount of cable.
So we need 8 wire gauge to hook our batteries to the inverter. The only 8 wire gauge that Menards had was 100 foot long, and it was $215.
Oh my God.
Right?
So you bought it.
No.
So you snuck behind and cut it up.
So we have a dryer cord that is 8 wire gauge that we're gonna use instead.
Oh my.
Oh my goodness.
So
You sure it's gonna work?
yeah. So this is 4 foot. It's the only option we had.
Why don't you just
There's another
splice?
option.
Why don't you just take that whole tube off?
Like cut the whole casing off.
Yeah.
We can.
Okay.
It's just that this is the only way I could get
Yeah. The only
4 foot
yeah.
sections of 8 American wire gauge wire.
Right.
So
Cool. There we go.
I got the power.
are we gonna? You want to eat?
The right gauge and everything. So he used some different ones. Hopefully that all works out right. But there we go. We got the charge controller, the inverter, the fuse box, battery bank, and we got power. So big step in the boat progress. Isn't this just about the coolest thing that was ever built? I mean, holy cow. These lockers are the freaking bee's knees. I mean, I'm just in love with this. There's the gun, blind bag, the lanyard. Got some furs on the top. I mean, we just got the lights installed for the nice backdrop. Holy cow, that's super cool.
Already,
Super
thanks again,
cool.
fellas, for watching another SS Timber Queen, the most epic duck hunting project video ever. So super excited how it's all come together. I'm beyond thrilled. Have to remind you guys again, if you want to come with me, on a hunt this year on the Timber Queen, we're doing a giveaway. Patreon.com/Deccan Chronicles. Get all the details about how to join. Man, it's gonna be super cool getting one of you guys to come on that hunt of a lifetime. I can't. That's how I feel about this whole project for myself too. So definitely check it out over there. We got the duck gun hats. See one behind me over there. I'll zoom in for you. We got behind the scenes content. We're doing monthly giveaways over there. Bunch of cool stuff, and I really appreciate anyone who jumps over there and the support you're doing for the SS Timber Queen and the channel, all that good stuff. So yeah, stay tuned, guys. The boat content's gonna get crazy, and it's gonna be time to hunt before we know it. So that's all we got for today, guys. I'm Jordan, Deccan Chronicles, and we'll see you on the next one.